He tried to cut it up the middle. Andy Summers, sophomore, that's played some big minutes tonight. Breaks in.
That 46, that's not the same number Scott had, is it?
No. Caldwell had it last year.
Caldwell had it last year, I know. And had it for the last 3 years. A great high school career that he had.
2nd and 11 at the 34. Scott was 34, I believe.
Yep, I think you're right.
Hornets adjusting on defense. Gallagher rolls left, looks, he's under pressure. Andy Summers brings him down with some help from, I believe that's Rose in there helping him out.
Well, I tell you, Gallagher was able to survive that first hit and almost grabbed the football, but about the time he got control, he got hit. Now, Rob, we were concerned about that turnover maybe getting punched in, but the Hornets have responded well and pushed them 10 yards back.
3rd and 20 at the 43-yard line for Catholic. 4:18 left to play. Bryant in control with a 33-7 lead over the Catholic Rockets. 26-7 at halftime. All the time out, and Coach Davis is really upset.
I don't think they made it this time. I think the flag got them.
Substitution problems and a delay, which is the last thing you want when you're trying to
make a 3rd and 20. You don't want another 5 yards back.
33rd and 25 now at the 48. Hornets in command. It's a nice thing to say.
It is. The Hornets are the quicker team. I think they're more athletic tonight.
Chad Zuber in the ball game for the first time. Good to see Chad getting some PT. Senior playing at safety. Catholic, Gallagher rolls left, looks again, throws deep, and there's Zuber. Oh, in and out of his hands, and man, his first play in had a chance at an interception and was not able to bring it in.
Well, it was just too good. I mean, it was just right in his belly. It was just too easy. Catholic's going to have to punt this one. You'd say normally it's they'd go for it on 4th down at this point in the game, but that's just too far to go. Tough luck for Mr. Zuber.
4th and 25 at the 48, and in comes Mr. Merritt to punt it away again. We've got 3:48 left to play. The Hornets will get some subs in on this play. Zuber stays in, although they do have Matt Brown back ready to catch the punt. The Alex Pedenas is in the ball game. Adam Hurley. Here comes Merritt's kick. Brown comes up, takes a fair catch at the 20-yard line, or just short of it. And that's where the Hornets will take over. To their credit, that they're even making the effort.
Absolutely.
So we're about ready to play as we get the Catholic player Graham Bomer off the field.
Cody Grady's in.
Grady's in for the first time. The sophomore quarterback. Never played quarterback before this year, and he's been a tight end, defensive end, and he gets the ball to Josh McClellan, and McClellan picks up 5 yards on the first play.
And that's a great way to start, isn't it?
Indeed.
Good, clean handoff, pick up 5 yards.
Cody Grady is a good-looking athlete. Excellent baseball player. He's at the line of scrimmage making the calls. We've got some of the other guys we've got in the ball game. Bruce Joslin's in the game at one of the wide receivers. Hand off to McClellan once again. He'll get across the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And there was just absolutely nowhere to go. Good tackle, took his feet right out from under him. You know, Rob, once again on this offensive way that they're calling their plays without a huddle, they're still doing it now with third string, and it just shows you that's the philosophy. That's what they're going to do, so he'll be ready in case he has to play.
That's right.
Sometime later on this year. He'll know the system, know how to read it from the sidelines. Invaluable experience.
Aaron Martin in at one wide receiver. Try to pick up some of the linemen for you in the next play here, too, as well. Give these guys credit. Michael Shook's in at a flanker. Grady fumbles the snap, but picks it up and runs for a first down. Gets across the 30 out to the 35, 36-yard line. Nice heads-up play. Cody Grady, the quarterback.
Hornets were going to try to run that little reverse that they're successful with. And everybody ran away, and so he's kind of by himself there. He had a running lane to go through, but he thought quick, picked it up, and made it.
T.A. Holmes is in the ball game. And a tackle. Grady once again under center, or looking to the sideline for the call. We're down to 2 minutes left in the ball game. Makes the call. Got double wideouts either side. Josh McClellan, the lone setback. And now we have
offense again.
We have an early break there.
He knew he did it.
See if we can get some of these other guys mentioned. Jason Roberts is in at center.
Quarterback that time, Grady put his leg out to send his receiver in motion, and it caused the movement to occur. And so the receiver on that end took off just a little bit too soon.
Alan Brumback and T.A. Holmes are in there for Bryant. Also have Brooks Sullivan in the ball game. Hand off to McClellan on the right side. He's going to get to the back to the 30 or the 31-yard line, back close to the line of scrimmage before he's brought down. Minute 30 left to play. Bryant with a 33-7 lead.
Rob, I think this score is going to get a little more attention to the Hornets. A lot of people took note that they beat Conway last week, but it didn't generate the kind of response that you might have thought. But this kind of score on the heels of that victory last week, folks are going to pay attention to the Hornets for a little while.
McClellan over the right side gets up to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. I see that Hunter Gregory's in the ball game for the first time, another sophomore at offensive guard. 5-yard pickup. It'll be a 3rd and 10 at the 36-yard line. Bryant was down inside the final minute of the ball game. Once again, want to invite everybody out to Bryant Stadium next week, where the Hornets will take on the Malvern Leopards. It was an exciting game last year and figures to be again. Malvern always with some speed, well coached.
Don't they always have great backs? And it's a tailback U in Arkansas.
Hand off up the middle, McClellan again, I believe it is, and he's got he's close to first down yardage out over the 40 to the 46-yard line.
I think he's going to pick it up, Rob. They're not even going to measure for it. Great play. Saw the hole just exploded up there through it.
10-yard pickup and a 1st and 10, and that's going to bring us down inside at 30 seconds.
They're going to have to run one more play, and they go back to a huddle for this. I tell you, Rob, what a great game tonight. Defense gets the game ball honors, though, I believe. They really shut down this wing T offense.
Josh McClellan over the right side. Gets close to the 50, and that's probably going to do it for the Hornets. And that will do it. As we count it down, the Hornets go to 2-0. Tonight, the final. The Bryant Hornets 33, the Catholic Rockets 7.
Folks, want to remind you of the great people who bring these broadcasts to you. And not only are we live on Falcon Channel 7, Falcon Cable, but also it'll be tape delayed on Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. on that same channel. Remind you, these folks are the ones that sponsor it. Rick Lafferty and Dinah McEwen of Liberty Real Estate, by Pepsi, by the Bryant Times, your hometown newspaper, by the Learning Center, and by Karen Crowson of Phillips Smiley Duke Real Estate. If you'd like to be a sponsor of Hornet Athletics this year, be sure to call Coach Tom Farmer at 847-5601. Need that reserve seat for next week especially, but they're going quickly, so you need to call him on Monday, also at that same number, 847-5601, and remind you to come out to the Malvern game next week. 50 years of Bryant Hornet football. Many members from that 1949 team are going to be there, complete with their leather helmets, and Rob's going to go down in three-point stance and show them how to do it these days. Isn't that right, Rob?
Not me, man.
So what a great night again. The Hornets really dominated every aspect of the game. Kicking game was well. They had more turnovers than they wanted to. A lot of that was caused by the substitution, I think, things like that, not crisp on their handoffs. Did have an interception, though.
That was a slip-down interception, so really not a problem there either. And the fact that the defense held up and didn't allow Catholic to take advantage of any of those turnovers is a credit to them as well.
And Catholic tested the middle, as we knew that they would after watching game film from last week from Conway. You knew they were going to try that. The Hornets made the adjustment this week. Mr. Newell and company and that linebackers made sure that middle was not going to be